Hi, everybody. Welcome to Foundation in Art Therapy.
In this section, we'll be deepening with our boards
And exploring how we can attract the clients that we want to, and what is going to, how our images might draw those people into us, and then how we can use those on our websites and social media. And then we're also going to be looking at the structure as well. And I have a wonderful exercise which I love for you today. So, what I would like to share, one thing before we launch into a series of questions that are going to help you refine more about who you want to be working with and who wants to be working with you, is something that I actually completely love. So it's how to do, because this week we're really talking about branding and how to bring people into our website using specific colors. And so I found this incredible tool on Canva, and I have actually just uploaded it to week 2, but I'm going to share my screen so that you can see it. So here's week 2 of our page, and it's called the Canva Color Code Generator. And so what it is that now that you have these boards, you can actually upload your photo, and I've put the link in there. So you can go and upload an image. So you can try demo image, and actually what it does is it gives you the main colors. And because we've created these vision boards, we can actually pull the colors. And from that, we can create a color scheme, which is going to help people identify us when we're using things like Instagram or Facebook or things like that, to help bring a continuity and a look and a feel to our website. So that's just like a little side note that I wanted to add in here before we kind of get into the more meaty thing. And so what we're going to do now is the next part of the process. And I'm just going to share my screen so that you can see this. Okay, so let me put it on slideshow. So what I want to invite you to do now is to look at your images and words. And if you had to define the person who might be attracted to your qualities, I would call them, for example, premenopausal women, new moms, people who've experienced illness, artists, women, people who are in transition, and it might be more than one. So I want us to just spend 5 minutes right now, kind of just brainstorming and not limiting yourself, but just letting yourself see who would be drawn to these images. Who is the person that might be attracted to your qualities, to these images, to these words? It's very potent because I think a lot of us feel, or I know I have felt, I'll speak from an I place, I felt that I need to be a certain kind of therapist and appear in the world in a certain kind of way. And when I started to work like this, it was like, oh my God, I can be myself. I can actually bring all of who I am as a gift and share that with people. And it's so important that we recognize these images. But I mean, we're all art therapists, right? And it's like we somehow think on our website so that maybe that shouldn't be reflected. And then it's something like, oh, I can have these images, and these images are actually going to be the bridge that calls people in, that speaks to them, or maybe even an unconscious way that allows them to access our services and just get the therapy that they need, the therapy that they've actually been longing for. Because when you find a therapist that is the right fit, that's like a huge part of the transformation. And that's, really what we're inviting in this is how to align fully. So, one, we're not burnt out. Two, we're fully in alignment with who we are when we meet our clients. And three, that we get to show up in the world and really give our gift. We are now going to be moving into the next phase where we are going to be looking at the needs that person may have. I'm just going to share my screen to give a bit of a visual prompt. Let's start it like this. So firstly brainstorm what those people need. And we're going to be doing this over about 10 minutes. And then secondly, we're going to brainstorm on the phrase, I can support others by helping them. And then I want you to think about skills, your approach, your techniques, qualities, and even that you're an art therapist. Because there may be people looking for services and not even like comparing different art therapists, but actually comparing somebody who does EMDR or who does, whatever different service that they might be looking for. So really think about your skills and what you are bringing to support that person. So we're going to take 10 minutes now to brainstorm these two things. So the next phase is going to be bringing it all together. And so this phase is, you've already identified who from your images, you've looked at their needs, which is the what, and you've looked at how you can help them. So I would like to invite each of you to write a statement as concise as possible, which is, I love to work with who need more in their lives. I can help them by. So I love to work with, and you fill in who need more what in their lives, and I can help them by how. And so you're just refining the information that you brainstormed on into one statement, which is going to give us a lot of information. So yes, focusing on, I love to work with, and this is who you identify from your images. Who was it that was going to be drawn to your images? What do they need? And how can you help them? So you're bringing it into one condensed statement that we can use on our websites, we can use on our social media, and also when someone asks you, what do? You can say, I'm an art therapist and I love to work with people who, da, da, da. So it really brings us back into this clarity. And we'll take 5 minutes for this. When you actually read a statement that really connects with you, that you get that full body like, oh, I might have found the person who can help with this transformation. And that is huge, right? So we're just refining this language so that people can be touched and we can create a bridge to them so that they know that we're here to support them with that. I'm going to encourage, if you want to receive feedback, please, and you feel confident and comfortable enough to do this, please put it into our Facebook group, our online foundation group. This is only for people who've taken the course. And I really encourage you to keep using that as a resource to be able to comment on each other's, to give feedback. That this course for me is not just about the knowledge, it's about the connection as well, because it can be so isolating being an art therapist and not being able to connect. And this is the opportunity for you to get this feedback and connect with each other and reach out and do it in a supportive way where you know, wow, it's safe. And this person gets to see me and I get to be honored and I get to also refine my practice. So please use each other as much as you can beyond the course as well. We are now going to move on to the next stage. We're going to leave this behind for now. However, we will be using this in coming weeks as the basis for creating groups, working with individuals, because we have these clients in mind. We're also going to be building on it when we make our welcome videos for our websites, which, yes, sounds absolutely terrifying, but I'm going to guide you step by step, very gently into this process. And you don't have to use the final result. But it's so powerful to have somebody speaking to you through video.